Hi, I'm Allison the Crocheter.
And I'm Vivian the Knitter, and this is the Keep Calm and Carry Yarn podcast.
Hello, and welcome to episode 133 of Keep Calm and Carry Yarn. This is a knitting and crochet podcast hosted by me, Allison, and my mom, Vivian. I'm coming at you from Scotland.
And I'm recording from Michigan. You might know me from Pearl and Plum, where I make and sell project bags for knitters and crocheters. And Allison is the fabulous publisher behind Moorit, the independent magazine for crocheters. Thank you for listening, whether you're listening, or thank you for coming in, whether you're listening on a podcast app or watching us on YouTube. Hello.
Hey, everyone. Really smooth intro.
Yeah.
I was thinking it would work better if we were an audio only podcast, but we could like pre-record the intro and then not have to do it every time.
Oh, but
because we're video, there would be a jump cut, like different outfits and stuff,
and different hair, different glasses.
Potentially,
and half the fun is us screwing up and laughing ourselves.
Is it? Anyway, hello everyone.
Hi everybody. How is everybody? How are you, sweetie?
Damp. It's been pretty rainy the last little bit. Yesterday was not too bad. I went out. There's a woman. She's a photography student at one of the universities, and she's doing her project around crafting with fiber and like doing photo portraits of people. And so she was taking my picture at Holyrood, and it was the one day where we looked at the weather and it was looking okay, but because it had rained so much, oh my god, there was so much mud. And then like at one point we were walking in the grass and like we had to like turn back and try a different route. But yeah, how's things there?
It's fine. The weather's warming up. Daffodils are blooming. I got my sewing mojo back, so that means my knitting has not progressed as far as I had hoped. But everything is looking good here.
I was just thinking your background looks really nice, like all your fabrics and the little coveys and your little bunting. Yeah,
and I also rearranged a bit so you can actually see my cutting table here. Of course, we're in split screen right now, so audience cannot see it. But once I'm on the screen by when I'm big, you can see my cutting table now, because now it is perpendicular to the window rather than parallel to the window. Just
Also, I'm looking at your background, and you've got your shelves on one side, which again the audience probably can't see, but I think I can see issue 3.
All the issues.
The Journal of Scottish Yarns. No, the Journal of Scottish Yarns. I can see the orange cover.
Orange.
Yeah. With the man.
Yeah, with the man.
The facial hair.
The hair. He's there. All right. Shall we move right into our whips?
Yeah. Will we start with archive cal whips? Because that's a thing that's still going on.
Yeah. Why don't you remind everybody what the archive cal is?
Yeah, so the Archive Cal is a knitting and crochet along where we encourage everybody to dig through their archive of patterns. So stuff that you have either bought or favorited or whatever. It's in your library, it's in your queue that's been there for a few years and you just haven't gotten around to it. This is a kick in the butt to do it.
Okay.
So that's what the Archive Cal is, and it's running until the end of May. If you haven't started a project, just start one now. It's fine if you don't finish by the end of the May deadline. It's not really a deadline, it's just when we pick a winner. And if you've posted something on Ravelry or Instagram or whatever, then you'll be in with a chance to win something, which we haven't mentioned about a prize, but that's what we normally do, just something usually like a project bag and some yarn.
So consider our butt kicked, and why don't you go ahead with your project?
I don't know that I've gotten any further. Oh, no. I think I've gotten a tiny bit further. I mentioned that I was traveling to the States and I was not going to bring this with me because it's 3-color there's 3 colors in it, in Tarza. So there'll just be too many balls of yarn. Plus, I'm holding 2 different yarns. So there's just so much yarn everywhere.
So fluffy.
This is the Acre sweater. But I actually don't know who it's by. Let me consult my...
By Judith Brand.
By Judith Brand. So that's in Pom Pom issue 31. Number 31. And I talked about it at length last time about my process for making it, because I'm basically redesigning the pattern because I'm using a completely different weight of yarn. So I had to map out all my different color changes and stuff. And even then I ended up changing it to make the neck hole bigger. I think technically I've progressed 1, 2, 3, 4 rows. I think, if I remember correctly, the last time I talked about it, I had just introduced the 3rd color and there was like 1 stitch of gray. So it's color blocked, and the color blocks themselves are sort of like diagonal, so they meet at like triangle shapes. So you can see the curve for the neck hole, and got my green, my sage green, my cream, and my dark charcoal. No way I'm finishing this by May. But when I first started, I was like, ooh, this is going really quickly. I might actually finish. JK. So, yeah. Not really much else to say. Coming along.
It looks like it's going to be really, really cozy. It's coming out so fluffy.
It's super fluffy. It's, do I have any ball bands in here? No. I think I was just using drops for the fluffy yarn. Drops, I don't know which one, but it's
alpaca.
Yeah, a bit of alpaca, so it's really fluffy. And I don't tend to... I think the both of us, maybe, favor fingering weight yarns for projects.
Yes.
Not, slightly. So the fact that it's working up, when I was working on it, working up fairly quickly. Because I think when they're held together... I mean, it's probably...
So is the drops alpaca, is that like a lace weight?
I don't think so. I think it's technically thicker than that. I mean, it's hard to... I don't really know how they determine that, because it's not the weight of the core, right?
So it includes the fluff?
It includes a bit of the fluff, but I don't know how they decide that. But it feels to me like it might be classed as slightly thicker than some of the other, like, silk mohair I've worked with. But I don't know. I could be wrong. So yeah, it's working up to be like maybe... Is sports thicker than DK?
No,
maybe sport weight.
Yeah, sport comes after fingering, and then it's DK.
Oh,
and then
DK. So maybe more like DK.
So DK is just less than worsted. Yeah.
And because it's done with half... I'm in the middle of doing the first pass of tech editing for the next issue, so I've got like my head in like UK versus US stitches, but half treble, half doubles, in like the back loop and stuff like that. So you've got like that sort of vaguely knit look, like rib sort of thing, going on.
Well, it looks good.
How's your project going?
My project is coming along, but like you, I'm not going to be able to finish this by the end of May.
What? You always finish something for the cows.
I know, it'll be the first time. Well, I kind of bit off more than I can chew in terms of a project that I can finish in 3 months. Like, if I only worked on this one, maybe I can finish it by May, but I'm also working on other things. So, So I'm working on the Yell cardigan by Marie Wallin. And this is what it looks like right now. I am done with the colorful bands on the bottom, and I've started the upper portion where it's just 2 color work throughout. So it'll be the 2 color work for the rest of the body up to the shoulders. So I won't be using the multiple colors until I work on the sleeves. So I pinned it together so it wouldn't curl like crazy. And last week I was talking about how the hem was curling really badly and it's driving me nuts. And I need to make it more clear. It's not actually the hem that's curling. It stockinette has a tendency to curl even if it's color worked. So it's curling because the hem is so short. If the hem was longer, was longer or deeper, then the seed stitch or the moss stitch, whichever it's called, would keep it, because the seed stitch doesn't curl. It's curling
Right.
where the...
So is it more like it's folding?
Yeah, it's folding.
It's folding at the change from seed stitch to stockinette?
Yeah. So if I do any sweater surgery, I would either make the hem longer. Well, I mean, I would make the hem longer, that, in that seed stitch, or a 1x1 rib or something. So,
Yeah.
So
Well, it looks really good. The colors look really nice. They're sort of like cool colors, a bit of yellow and yellowy green. Yay! So I feel like in the colors of the actual, like, the sample for the pattern, that top bit where it's just two colors, is it more light, like with the light color in the background as the main color?
The main color is a dark color. It's a dark color, and then the geometric bits are in a lighter color. So I think it's like charcoal gray and a light gray is the original.
Right, yeah, I remember now.
Color. So I have a navy and a gray, because I can't. Apparently, I can't work on anything unless it has some kind of blue in it.
I mean, there's other blue in it as well at the bottom. You've got like teals.
Yeah, there's yes, there are. There's like some like cornflower blue and some but the teal looks more green right here, and like the more cornflower blue up here. That's definitely
Just thinking, like, almost all of the, like, different motifs are sort of like, oh no, maybe not all of them. I would say like four-cornered, or like
flowers.
Symmetrical. Yeah, but like symmetrical in quarters.
Yeah. Some of them.
Except for the bottom one.
It is sort of. It is.
Yeah, sort of, but no, you're right.
So this top bit, I don't know if it's because it's only two colors and it's making it go slower because it's not as exciting.
Yeah.
Or the fact that it's a wider chart. It's a wider chart, and so it makes it harder to memorize.
Remember
while you're going around. You have to constantly refer to the chart. And I think these charts were like 16 stitches, the ones on the bottom, and then the one on top is a 22-inch chart. And there's actually two motifs within the chart. So there's like this
bigger one,
a bigger one, and a smaller one,
almost like a snowflake, snowflake, and like a square.
Yeah, square on point. What's that
or like
called?
A diamond.
Yeah. So, but I am enjoying it. But I had to set it aside because I kind of stopped working on your sweater. So the last few days, I was like, I need to work on the other sweater. And shall I move on to my next whip?
Yeah.
Okay, so my next whip is the Fairfield by Michele Wang. And I think I misspoke in one of the episodes. I said Lori or Lisa Wang. It's definitely Michele. And I know on the bottom of the screen, I did write Michele, but I didn't like correct myself verbally. Whoop, whoop. So I'm on the back right now because I finished the two sleeves. And those are upstairs. Oh, no, they're right here. And there's not much to say about it other than it's bigger than it was last time we spoke. Slightly. So
Right?
slightly.
Yeah, you can really. I can now that I know that the lace is like there's like a little bit of lace incorporated in the cables. I can
Yeah.
see the light passing through.
Uh-huh. I mean, is it? There's yarn over, so whenever there's yarn
Hmm.
overs and knitting together, I think that's technically classified as lace. It's not complicated lace, but it's still you have to remember to do it. Otherwise, your the patterning will look different. So
Hmm.
now I have to decide which one I'm bringing with me on my 2 trips.
Yeah. Are you going home in between your trips?
Yes, but I'm only going to be home for 3 days, or actually technically 2 days, I guess.
Hmm.
So I'm going to Florida to visit Emily and the baby, and
Hmm.
of course her husband is there too. and and then I'm gonna go to Edinburgh to see you and help you out with the festival. Oh, look at that!
The festival.
So I'm thinking maybe because I wanted to bring this to Edinburgh just so I can like put it up against your back. But then if I'm not very far, then there's no point.
Yeah.
We'll see what fits in my suitcase. And this is a worsted weight, so the balls of yarn are bulky. They take up a lot of room.
Yeah. Yeah.
But at least on the Yell, I don't have to bring all the different colors because there's no
Yeah.
way I
Just
would
two.
be working on the sleeve anytime soon. And that's it. You have another whip. At least two
Yeah.
two other whips.
Yeah. Wow. I'm working on one right now. Let me put the stitch marker in. So this one is another crocheted one. It is Sequence, which is the cover design in the latest issue of Muret, issue 6. Kind of hard to show. I am working on the last strap, which I think means I haven't gotten that far. I think I had 3.
You had
Okay,
3 straps
wait.
last time.
I had 3 half straps a lot of time. So now I'm working on
Okay.
the last bit of strap. So kind of hard to see, but I'm making the cropped version because that's how much yarn I had available to me, and yeah, I don't really know. There's much else to say.
It's really cute. Describe it.
What else?
It's knits not knit. It's crocheted sideways.
It's crocheted sideways. So you work from the middle front across the bust strap, front of the strap, and then round, do the armhole shaping to the back, and then the second half of that strap around the back. First, half of another strap, armhole shaping, and then the second half of that strap, and then the
So
rest of the front.
there's little design elements on the straps.
Yeah, so there's these sort of like fan shapes, scallops on the straps in 3 different colors. So you've got like, depending on how you position the colors, it could be a bit slimming, which I keep thinking of that, but I don't actually want to write that in an Instagram comment because it just feels a bit like too much thinking about your body or whatever. But that's what I think about when I'm making it because it's got the darker color on the outside, so the front panel before you get to the straps, so like your chest area,
Uh-huh.
I have in this sort of like almost
It's like a
not
mustard.
quite chartreuse, like a mustardy, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
a mustardy, but like in certain lights, it's almost more of like a green, like a curry powder color
Okay.
almost. Um, and then that color is you've got like the sort of scallops on the skirt straps, and then a
So
off white as well.
the strap motif, it continues from the strap, it goes all the way down to the hem, the bottom
Yeah,
of the piece.
yeah.
And then
Um,
so the straps have both of the colors. So you have that green color and the curry color, and then in the middle is where you have the what did you call them? The fan
off white.
shapes.
The fan shapes, yeah, the
Yeah.
off white.
So that looks like
Um,
it's sitting on top of the 2 colors. or in between the two colors.
Yeah, I guess. In between, yeah.
Yeah.
So it goes from the curry to an off-white and then to like a khaki green. And the khaki green is what's under in like the armhole shaping as well. But so that's a darker color. So that's why I was like, because that's on the sides. That's like the slimming part. If you do a dark color on those bits and then like a lighter color in the middle.
Mm-hmm. I don't think it will make that much of a difference because it's not like that.
No,
yeah,
it's not.
At least not in the colors that you picked. It's like if it was like black and then like pink, then it would.
Maybe, but it's subtle.
Yes,
it's subtly slimming without being like, and yeah. So I'm just finishing up this half of the strap, and then I'll finish the front, and then I'll have to do the ribbing. I think I'm gonna block it before I start the ribbing because when I was swatching, just because of the way the stitches are worked, like the order of the rows, and because crochet stitches lean, my swatch was like really leaning. Okay. It was like a parallelogram. And I think the designer she begins and ends or begins the rows slightly in a non-standard way to try and help counteract the leaning. But my piece still feels like it's leaning. I don't know if you can
tell. A little bit. Not. Yeah. It's not. It's so not. Like you can see if I super obvious.
No, it's not huge. But if I make the bottom straight level, you can sort of see the strap line kind of looks like it's tilted.
Yeah, just a little bit
instead of going right at a right angle to the bottom. But because it's all going to be wrapped around, like,
yes,
it's all going to attach to the front. The tilt, I think it will sort itself out. But I think I'll block it so it all looks straight and right to me before I do the ribbing, because the ribbing will be all along the bottom and then down the middle for the button band.
That's smart to block it before.
Yeah, and that's going to be in this pink.
Oh, very cute. Well, like when you, like for your the Fairfield cardigan, which is done in pieces, I would block that before I actually sew it together, and then you pick up for the button band.
Yeah.
So
the button band. Yeah. I just have it. Oh, yeah, I've got. There it is on the cover.
Oh, so cute.
Yeah. So
I forgot the button band was pink too.
Yeah, so it's definitely like these are not the colors that I would have picked to go together. Like I think particularly the pink. But I think it works really well. It looks together.
Adorable. I mean, that's why I was like, oh, you're actually crocheting the same color as the pattern, what the pattern called for. How weird is that? You never do that.
Yeah, maybe. And then my last swip is just a quick update on my Lento sweater, which is knitted, and it's just a plain, simple raglan from a Lane. Lane? Yeah, it's in Lane. I think I need to measure it. I think it says to go like 8 inches from the armhole and then stop and start the ribbing. So I think I've just about reached there, but I've just run out of one of the balls of yarn, so I figure I'd measure it.
Look, that's another very fluffy and cuddly looking piece that you're working on.
And this is definitely like a Surrey alpaca type yarn, which I'd gotten in Norway, which I think I mentioned before.
You did.
That's the fluffy yarn. But yeah, there's not really much to report on that. I'm already dreading having to do the sleeves, though. I don't want to do it.
Why? I mean, it'll be fine. You just pick up the live stitches.
I think I need to buy smaller cables. I only have long ones.
Okay. Well, do you have an extra set of? Oh wait, I can bring you stuff. What size needles are you using?
I'm using big ones.
Okay.
5.5 millimeters.
Oh, those are like size 8s, I think. US 8s.
5.5
9s. That's funny because Emily just asked me for some needles. Hers was 5.
Wait, 5. So what are you going to bring me?
I can bring you another set of needles, and then you can do the 2 circs on the arms, like the way I do socks.
Right.
I'll.
Is it better to have shorter cables as well then, so that you don't have
Doesn't
like
really
a
matter.
lot of extra flop?
It doesn't matter.
Um,
Size 9s.
Yeah.
Remind me later.
9s. Okay. I
Because
remember when I went. I probably already talked about this. When I went to buy the needles for this, I kept making so many mistakes. So like buy the wrong size. I'm like, wait, that's not what I was looking for. And luckily, I just got it at Ginger Twist, so she let me just exchange it. But I didn't realize because most of the time I make with thinner yarns. I didn't have anything this big, so I didn't realize that the cable connection was a different size. At least for this brand.
Yeah.
So I had cables which were long enough, but they were for small needles. So obviously this needle would not go into it. So then I had to buy new cables as well.
Yeah.
And like I feel like it's an accident that I got these needles. Like I went to Ginger Twist, and this is just like one of the ones they had, and I was like, yeah, that's fine. But it's the Haya Sharp, and then I saw Emily knitting, and her needles aren't very sharp, and I was like, ooh, I like my sharp ones now. Like,
yeah, I gave her all of my knit picks, and knit picks are not sharp. Like compared to like the even cheaper ones, they're actually pretty sharp. So like I'm slowly like giving her like my extra needles, and then gonna get myself another set of fancy needles. But I mean,
I still want to get a full set, maybe not a full set, but like more of the Clover Soft Touch, which are my favorite hooks, and I only have 2 of them. And I just keep thinking I need to splurge and just buy the hooks that I want. Because
Go ahead.
Sorry. I keep because I still have the set that you bought me, which is like probably what I use the most, just because I have the most sizes of them. And you can obviously tell which ones I use most. It's got the nice like ergonomic handles, right? But I actually like the soft touches because the handles are flat instead.
They're the same. They're also Clover, I think.
Are they Clover? Yeah. Clover, because no, Clover do Clover Amore are the soft touch ones. I can remember if these were Clover or something else. But like this is my size 3 and 2.5. Can you see how?
Oh yeah, it is completely worn. Yeah, I see that.
The ergonomic handle, like I've split it. Like you can see, just. So I think maybe because I use these small ones for amigurumi, and so I'm like death grip on the crochet hook and just like wearing away at the
but you don't really do amigurumi that much though.
But I guess this is why I hate it this much, like so much. Every time I do amigurumi, I'm like, I shouldn't have done that. And now because I made the puffin for the baby, we're expecting a new baby, Sam's side of the family, and I was like, I haven't made anything, but the baby is due imminently, but we won't see the baby until the summer, so I've got a bit of time to make something. And I did buy yarn to make the otter from the same book as the puffin, so I was like, maybe I'll make the otter. I was like, wait, but I hate amigurumi, but I have the yarn. But so I don't know, we'll see.
Oh my gosh, that's too funny. What about the white ones? Were they Prim or something like that? Didn't I buy you some of those to try? Yes. Do you not like those? They're too round?
No, they're too round. Yeah, okay. They're like the polar opposite of
but they're nice and pointy. Aren't they nice and pointy?
They are really pointy. Yeah, they are nice and pointy. But yeah.
Okay.
Anyway.
Those are Allison's favorite. Yeah. BuzzFeed. Okay, let's do our BuzzFeed quiz. And the one we picked is, let's see, I gotta pull it up again.
Breakfast.
More
Pick
food.
one
more
breakfast
food.
dish per category to discover your inner age. So, was yours accurate to your actual age?
No.
Because mine was.
I think we got the same one then.
Probably 26 to 39.
Yes, we did.
The way you looked down for a second, I was like, did I just forget how old I am? Okay. It says, you're getting older, but try to stay young. Your personality is a mix of being responsible and making wise choices, as well as living your life and making decisions in the moment. Your food choices are new and trendy, but you also enjoy the classics.
I want to know what I had to do to get my actual age. Yeah, like pick all the boring stuff.
No, then you'd probably get like 70 to 80. Okay. Well, we can do a experiment.
Okay.
I'm gonna open a new tab. And we'll go through it. So the first thing was to pick a type of sandwich or toast.
Mm-hmm.
I went for the smoked salmon bagel.
I did as well.
Okay. So I think for your age, definitely not avocado toast. That's going to be like a Gen Z. Oh, no, that's very millennial, actually. Is that millennial or Gen Z? I'm going to go tuna sandwich.
Okay.
That's my guess.
Okay.
Type of egg?
Fried egg.
Same, fried egg.
Okay.
Let's go boiled egg. No, scrambled egg.
Okay. So that does look like good scrambled eggs.
It's definitely
got cheese or something in it.
Not the kind. Maybe it either has cheese in it or it's like the type of scrambled egg that Sam has taught me to make, which is that it feels undercooked.
Oh. Eggs are disgusting. But then it's like, that's a choice too.
That is also a choice. Choose a drink.
Cappuccino.
I actually went with juice for some reason.
Black coffee would be my age. Maybe. Or tea.
You think black coffee?
Maybe.
Okay, let's try black coffee. Sweet choice?
French toast.
Cinnamon buns. Let's try pancakes. Okay, and then the next one is the last one?
Yeah,
which is like fruity things.
Well, actually, I actually eat oatmeal every morning, but this, but I chose the smoothie bowl.
I also went for the smoothie bowl. Let's try yogurt bowl.
I think you should try oatmeal.
What is an acai bowl?
It's a bowl with acai in it.
Is acai a berry? Or is it a?
Isn't that a berry or some sort? I have no idea. Or is it a seed? Is it a seed? I don't know.
I don't know. Oh yeah. Lastly, who are you having this amazing breakfast with?
My pets. Oh,
is that what you said?
No, I pick my family. But I should have picked my pets because usually my family's not around when I'm eating breakfast. It's just me and Sushi trying to keep Sushi away from my coffee, going like this. No, no coffee for you.
I went for my close friends because I was just imagining like going out for brunch or something.
Okay.
While I was here, I think I'm gonna go for my family. Yeah. 40 to 60 years old.
Oh yeah, that would have been my age.
We did it. Group. You're mature and stable, but you still enjoy letting loose. You prioritize quality time with friends and family. You have a taste for fine dining and fancy meals. We did it. There is apparently some accuracy to this quiz. Confirmed.
Okay. Do you have any FOs?
No.
I don't either. I didn't pick up a new project and finish in how is the festival planning going?
Good. We just sent out all the Kickstarter rewards to people who wanted it shipped to them.
Mm-hmm.
And that was quite nice to like have all the bits and bobs together. And I think we were really proud of how it all came together. And just imagine, put ourselves in the shoes of people receiving it. Like, I think it was all just top notch. I mean, the yarn, really good, obviously. Both by, actually, I have a skein.
Do you have mine?
No. We need to like bag up all the ones that were going to be collected in person, and that we'll do separately. So there was the yarn from Zakami, which is
I like her
100% Corriedale.
I like her ball band.
Yeah, so I think Garagay designed the ball band,
like
and he
that.
designed so the little like confetti shapes is something that I made, and we've like been using it on the website and social media. And all their ball bands are really cute anyway. Some of them have like illustrations on it. But yeah, so he designed it with our confetti and some of our brand colors, and then it's also got the Really Good Gathering logo on it. And Garagay also designed a coordinating one to go with the Iola yarn, which mine doesn't have it. Mine just has the original Iola yarn tag. But that one is Solvay's yarn, and it is so soft. So this one feels a little bit more rustic because it's Corriedale, and this one is merino and silk 50-50.
Oh my gosh, so what am I gonna do with that one?
Yeah, and you've got 2 skeins of this, don't you?
I thought
2
I
skeins
have
of each.
I don't know. I thought it was one of each. I don't know. I just picked something.
I think so. Anybody who got a yarn bundle got 2 skeins of whatever yarn they picked. So if you picked Solvay's yarn, you got 2 skeins of the Iola. If you picked Melinda Garagay's yarn, you got 2 skeins of the Zakami yarn. If you got like a yarny bundle, then you got 2 skeins of each.
Oh, okay. So I think I have 2 skeins of each then.
Yeah.
That reminds the second, the lighter color one. That reminds me of the yarn I use. No, the other one. The yarn I used for my Miserina. Miserina?
Remind me which one that was.
The one with the linen in it. It was Nervous Fibers, and with the flowers, and it's a short sleeve top. The colors remind me of that, but
so like
blended
the background
together.
is sort of like a really pale blue teal, and then there's like pops of teal
blue.
And a yellow. Yeah, so it's a blue.
It looks very gray on the screen.
Blue. Yeah, the light it's been overcast all day, and I don't have my ring light on. And then the Zakami one is sort of like a beigey pale pink with like tiny little speckles of other like some blue and yellow and reddy.
Yeah, this is the
right. Yeah, the gray.
Yeah,
with the green. Yeah, so no, this is a bit more blue when you actually see it in light.
Oh, okay. Now I can see it.
So that was the yarn, and then
so those yarns. Hey, that's so cute. Those yarns will not be available. It's only
Kickstarter. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the case. Like the plan was to have it be a Kickstarter exclusive, and that's what it says on the ball band. Like,
so will they have?
I think
festival like theme or festival only colorways maybe.
I don't know. That'll just be like their choice whether or not they do that. And like other people do that sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah, the tote bag, which has our 3-color logo on a black bag, and I designed the logo as well.
Yeah.
And I don't have them yet, but we got pins, which are wood pins with the logo on it, and then little wood stitch markers, 1 with a logo and then 2 with like little balls of yarn in our colors.
So those you will sell at the festival?
Yeah, we have some extra bags, some extra pins, some extra stitch markers, not that many, and also some extra, I think, of the little cork labels that Jen Hogg of Generates made. The little sets of 3, 2 say handmade, and then there's another one that has like the logo on it again. Yeah. Cool.
Very cool. I'm so excited.
So there's still tickets available. The Saturday is selling out faster than the Friday. And the Friday, the show is from midday, so from 12 o'clock to 6. And then the Saturday, it's from 10 to 4. I'm pretty sure about that. Yeah, that sounds right. And I think a lot of the extra events have already sold out. There might be a few talk tickets and maybe like a couple workshops that still have tickets. So yeah.
Very exciting.
It's soon.
I can't. I keep saying it's so exciting, so exciting. Can't, maybe I should find a different word to describe it. Well, I'm also excited to be in Edinburgh for 2 weeks. That'll be fun. And
you're good. This will be your room.
Oh yeah,
for your 2 weeks
because you'll have multiple guests.
Yes, my in-laws are coming to help as well.
Oh, so that'll be exciting. I haven't seen them in a while, so that'll be nice.
Christmas 2019.
Yeah. So since neither of us have FOs, that was your Yarny Bits and Bobs. I do have a shop talk because I mentioned earlier that I've gotten my sewing mojo back. Unfortunately, I'm also going out of town next week, but I am just in a spring type mood, and I found this fabric. It's so cute. Not too long ago. I think I found it before I went to San Francisco, but I didn't actually work on it until I got back, and it's got mushrooms on it.
Oh, that's cute.
Isn't that adorable?
Yes.
And this one we called Fun Guys Wear Pink Too. Madeline picked that.
pink mushrooms, in case people are just listening.
Yes. And this
it's
one,
really cute.
This one is also very special. It's got bees, honeybees, and the honeybees are embroidered.
Nice. Are they? I was gonna say nice.
Yeah. And even the little topper part has honeycombs on there. So this one, I think this one I listed just $1 more than the other ones because it is embroidered.
Yeah.
It's not just printed on. And I have remade a bunch of other bags that I ran out of. The Rainbow Cat one that a lot of people seem to like. And yeah, that's all I have. So there, you can see. Nice. I think you can see the Rainbow Cat ones back there. So they'll be in the shop.
Mushrooms. I was watching like something about like millennials versus Gen Z, like interior design trends, and I think the guy was saying that like mushrooms and like mushroom shaped objects are the Gen Z's version of golden pineapples that millennials were using. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, I think it was like the last few years there were a lot of like gnomes everywhere, and now it's mushrooms everywhere. It's like everywhere. There's mushroom like footstools, mushroom candles, mushroom like little like ceramic thingies that are decorations. Madeline and I were at Home Goods, and it's like every we take 2 steps and see another mushroom. We take another 2 steps and see another mushroom.
I've been tempted by a bedside table like lamp. It's not a mushroom, but it's kind of mushroom shaped. An abstract mushroom.
Okay. Oh.
Anyway.
Yeah. Okay. So that's all we have for you now, right?
Spiel?
Yeah. Spiel away.
You can find the show notes for this episode and every episode on our website, which is kcacypodcast.wordpress.com. You can follow us on Instagram also at kcacypodcast. My personal Instagram is Allison here, and my mom's is upstate_Viv. I should probably mention our business Instagrams as well. Murat Mag for me, and Pearl and Plum Studio for you.
Pearl,
yes.
The Instagram or the
Instagram?
Yes, Pearl and Plum Studio.
You can listen and follow and subscribe and rate and favorite and review, I think I already said that, on Apple Podcasts or wherever else you listen to podcasts, as well as watching along on YouTube. Our Ravelry group, if you would like to join, just search for Keep Calm and Carry Yarn podcast in the Groups tab. Thank you for listening.
And remember to keep calm and carry yarn. Bye!
Bye!